Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena, playing this terrible Paladin deck that's now made it to 8 wins with some hilariously exciting games. It is time to take this deck out back like old Yeller and shoot it in the head with a shotgun so that we can start a new run. Because I am very thrilled with how far it has come, but this is like a very sick animal that just really needs to die, and I don't even know how it hasn't yet. So, I'm sure in the next arena I'm going to draft the most amazing deck of all time, and then lose terribly with it, because that's what I deserve after this run. Here goes! Who's going to put me to bed? It's going to be a mage? No, another paladin. Very fitting. Higher Love, the paladin. Not a bad opening hand here. Hammer, I think, needs to get mulliganed. Got a 2, got a 3. Got my choice of 3s now. Muster for Battle is a really strong 3-drop. Now, obviously, he can respond with a Consecration, but I still have the weapon, as well as the fact that this one card made him spend a mass removal spell, which is good in and of itself. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn, please. Ah, damn it. Be a 3-2, be a 3-2, be a 3-2, please. No luck! Oh my god. Well, he can now play a 3-drop on turn 2. So we could see a spider tank come down, which I would not be able to adequately deal with via Muster for Battle because it has 4 health. That would suck. Does he have the spider tank? I mean, he coined out Mech Warper, knowing that paladins have like 0 ways of killing it on turn 1. Plays a Loot Hoarder. Oh my god. Well, I don't want to say that this was a mistake. It wasn't. I'm just delighted that that's all this was. So what I'm going to do here is actually kill the Mech Warper, and this is a little bit conservative because a more high-value play would have been to weapon down the Loot Hoarder, keep the Divine Shield on this guy. Now you can use Loot Hoarder to kill the Shielded Minibot and get a card. But I feel like it was worth it to prevent any Piloted Treaders or Mechanical Yetis from dropping on turn 3. Alright, this kind of sucks. It's going to eat 2 of my recruits and a weapon. Oh! Oh my. So I could get like 3 cards. You know what? No, that's not the right move. Is that the right move? Okay, I can play Cult Master and get 2 cards, keep a recruit, and have a 4-2, or I can get a much better body, a 3-5. Then I lose the recruits for nothing. Except to kill this. I could, of course, leave it alive, but don't let paladins keep creatures is a pretty good motto. Damn. Alright, let's do this. We're getting some massive card advantage here. But I think that throwing away this other recruit would have been a bit greedy. I'd much rather have this extra 1-1 on the table than an extra card in hand, because I'm already up cards. Now I just need to not fall behind. Alright, this is probably Avenge. I can't fathom him playing Noble Sacrifice when I've got a Light's Justice in hand. And a Recruit, wow. Avenge plus a Recruit is a very weak play for him here. Is it a Redemption? No, it's not Redemption, so... Could also be a Repentance, I guess. I'm going to make a conservative play here. We're going to play the Cobra because I want to be able to prevent him from getting a big creature to stick. And the Cobra was my best means of doing that. Now, with that said, maybe I could have guessed that it was a Repentance. And now my Cobra's going to die to a Consecration. So he Consecrates here. He then has 5 cards left to my 7. And I got the first play, so I've definitely got the advantage there. Oh my god, but he doesn't actually have a Consecration. That's very bad for him, if he doesn't have a Consecration, because without Consecration, he's just in massive trouble here. Alright, well, let's just think here. Do I want to play the Ghoul? Yeah, I mean, I got all these good 4-drops, but honestly, the Ghoul seems good enough here. Obviously, I want to preserve my Cobra. Man, this game is nuts. The guy just didn't have an answer to Muster for Battle. Well, okay, I don't want to overstate what happened here. He just didn't have a Consecration. He really needed a Consecration desperately. Avenging Wrath would also be acceptable here, although it would not probably kill the swords. And it would have a decent chance of not killing the Ghoul. Alright, well, my aggressive use of the Cobra here turns out to be helpful because I can kill this Ogre now. Now, I don't have to use the Cobra. I can be really obnoxious and, like, hammer and throw the ghoul at it. But honestly, this is what the Cobra's for, so let's just do it. Alright, so Divine Favor is not going to get used this game. Let's just play 2 creatures. 5 and a 2 is the most efficient use of my mana, so let's do that. I missed lethal. I could have hammered him to death. Sorry, I could have actually hit him in the face with a Cobra to death. That was a mistake. Well, I've been doing a pretty good job looking for lethal lately, so missing it there is not too big of a deal. Alright, that was an epic beatdown to get to 9 wins with a terrible deck. Let's see if the time has come now, maybe. We were at 4-2 with this deck, so I've won 5 games straight, and some of those games were really close. I even, like, in the last video was like, well, it's over in 2 different games against 2 different people. Sorry, I'm sure it's very annoying that I'm just gloating about how amazing this deck has done, but yeah, I'm really happy with this run. This is like one of my happiest arenas of all time for how it has gone. Alright, here's a mage. Bang, boom, dead. Well, as much as I hate to lose to someone who has such a dumb name, we've had our run here. Let's see what we can do, see if we can put up somewhat of a fight, and call it a day. Alright, the mulliganing of the 4 drops turns into a 6 and an 8 drop, which is definitely not good. I could easily see myself missing the Senjin and the True Silver if things go bad. That said, the Sheila Minibot is a welcome top deck. It's just such an annoying card to deal with on turn 2. Pretty much no one except for Priests with Shadow Word Pain. And yeah, that's it. Can kill it. Shamans can get lucky, I guess, with spell damage and use a Earth Shock to kill it. Well, the top decks are certainly nothing to complain about. After the terrible mulliganing, I've got 1, 2, 3. And I got 2 chances to draw 4. She still has the coin. Arcane Explosion would be extremely strong here, but I'm still going to play Muster for Battle because it's just such an amazing card. I'm laying out, you know, 3 power and 3 toughness and a weapon all in separate packages. I feel like that was worth it to use the extra mana. So I can play this and a Recruit next turn. Alright, the Ooze does destroy my weapon, which is unfortunate. And this thing is just pointless. It'll kill my Raptor, I guess. Alright, Cult Master is good again. Let's turn these recruits into cards. This was a really good drop for her because it gives her a free kill against the Cult Master. But I'm still pretty content with how this is going because I've still got 4 power on the table. She's done a 20 health. I've got things to do all a long time before Flame Strike can hit. So even though she killed my weapon and had a kill for my Cult Master, I'm very content. I can kill pretty much any 5-drop except for Sludge Belcher. This is not a big deal. Alright, things are looking good. So let's True Silver it up here. Kill it. The more aggressive option would have been to start hitting her in the face, but I don't particularly see a need to do that when she's got only 6 cards to my more than 6, and I've got, you know, good drops on the horizon. I don't see a reason to try to go for the face and risk falling behind. This is a good card, but she doesn't have enough mana to Fire Blast because she's already spent the coin, which means I get to kill this thing for free. And I'm going to keep the Divine Shield on. I think that's the smarter maneuver. So now she has to polymorph this and ping it. And I'm out of stuff to do. I'm a card away from Lay on Hands. I've got these guys to play. So I could do a glorious chain of Divine Shields. But after she polymorphs this, I lose a little bit of steam because I just don't have any of my big drops to play. Still, I'm going to have a board of creatures that's almost entirely immune to Flame Strike. Ah, this is good. So we're going to play Senjin. Let's give it Divine Shield and hit her in the face. So now she has to spend an entire turn again polymorphing this. And then I can whack her for 3 and play Lay on Hands to go up a ton of cards. And she actually just top decked the second polymorph. But again, she's just spending her entire turn killing a minion while I keep pinging away. So I actually have a decent chance of winning this. Alright. Let's go a little crazy here. She's just used 2 polymorphs. So I might be able to put on some pressure like this. See, now she flame strikes, kills off 3 creatures, but this hits her for a lot. And otherwise it's going to be difficult for her to deal with this. A Blood Knight would obviously be good, but if she had one, she would have already played one earlier. So she probably doesn't have it unless it's coming off the top of the deck. She pings. Does she have a Frostbolt to kill it? Or a Blizzard? Oh my god, if she has Blizzard, I could lose. No, she has Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold, not quite as good as Blizzard here. Flame Cannon hopefully will hit one of the frozen things. Or the Divine. Actually, there was really no good targets for Flame Cannon, was there? Alright, do I play Lay on Hands? I don't think so. Let's just keep the pressure coming. I could have actually Lay on Hand as this guy to make it harder for her to kill. But honestly, I'm pretty content with this because I'm threatening lethal. I got the Hammer of Wrath to finish things off. Now, Flame Strike would kill everything, but even with the ping, it doesn't kill the Fen Creeper. Oh my god, we got another win. Wow, I can't believe it. Well, after some amazing top decks giving me a fast start, we managed to beat a mage who was a little slow to get started and make it to 10 wins. Holy ballsack Christ. Wow. Those are 2 really solid beatdowns, too. Maybe, you know, on a Thursday afternoon, less good people are coming out to play. I don't know, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, so the next worthy opponent is, I feel another mage coming. No, it's a hunter. Tiago Cap. Alright. Not a bad opening hand, which means I'm going to lose, obviously, because I always do when I get a good opening hand. I have to top deck my good openers in order to actually do well. Alright, so I have an interesting choice on turn 2, whether to play the Mech Warper or the bot. The bot obviously is much sturdier. The Mech Warper, though, on turn 3 would let me play the bot and the Recruit if it doesn't die. But Hunters now have Quick Shot, which will kill this, as well as Kill Command. Okay, this could change everything. If it's a 3-2, I'm definitely playing the Shielded Bot. Ah, crock. So I can't kill it. Well, let's try it. I really hate that he had a coin play. Goliath Bazooka is incredibly good. It lets the Croc kill this. Ouch. Well, let's just play the bot, I guess. This will take out 1 tick of the weapon and the Croc, but he's definitely in the lead here. Ouch. Well, Deadly Shot, on the one hand, it's good that it's just being used against a 2-drop, but on the other hand, it's kind of a problem that he had it at all. I could Seal of Light to kill that Croc, but I'd rather get extra board presence. I need to get something to stick on this board or I'm not going to have a chance of winning. Aha. So he's going to keep on going for the face. Not unwise. Alright, I'm going to kill this Senjin. Even though this damn Croc gets to kill my flesh-eating ghoul, like I said, I just need to get something to stick, or I'm going to be in a lot of trouble coming up very quickly here. You can kill my board entirely for free, and he's got the play, he's up on cards. Yeah, this is looking bad. That was a pretty good start with the Coin Croc and then the Goliath Bazooka. Finally, the Croc dies. He plays the Juggler. And the Drake. Ouch. Alright, I got nothing good to do here. Except play these as just bodies in a desperate bid to catch up. Hey, you know what would actually be pretty great here? Divine Favor! But of course it doesn't show up. Actually, it doesn't show up for the last 2 games, which is pretty spectacular. So he kills off Mr. Culty. He can kill off this Raptor or just keep going for the face, as befits his whims. It's bad. It's a bad situation. But I'm ready to lose, honestly. I've been ready to lose since like I was at 4-2 with this deck, so it exceeds my wildest expectations that I actually made it to 10 wins. He's just stomping me into the ground. Divine Favor is now only 2 cards, and he's ahead on the board. And I don't top deck it anyway. Well, let's just see what happens. Make him finish me off. Windfear Harpy, that's going to be bad. He's playing it pretty conservative here. Oh no, he's going for my face. Never mind. Alright, let's see what we got. Hammer of Wrath. I could draw a card, I suppose. Blessing of Kings. It's cute, but I'm not sure it's going to save me. He's got 11, 13 damage. And it looks like he's got the kill. No, he doesn't. He's just getting me down low and planning to finish me off later. Alright, well played. So, that's a wrap to that. Let's see if we can start another run and get a win to finish off my daily quest. I'm really looking forward to playing Shaman. I've been trying to get Shaman for like the last 5 arena runs or something, and it just won't show up. Let's see what we get as our reward. Hopefully it's tons of money. And it is. Wow, even the award is great. That's amazing. This is, I mean, I always complain about my rewards. This is what? 280, 360 gold. Spectacular. I got a pack yesterday from watching one of my fans win a game. It was the spectator win to get a pack quest. And of course it was all junk. And that's all junk. So, as to be expected. There are actually a few classic cards I have in singletons, so a classic pack could theoretically give me something new. Finally! Alright. I'm really looking forward to playing some of the new Shaman cards. The Lava Shock looks really good. This is not it, unfortunately. It's Lava Burst. And that Flame Guard Destroyer is broken as all fuck, so looking forward to some of these new Shaman cards. Earth Shock or a good minion. Silence is good. There are other good 4-drops. I'm going to take the Earth Shock, trust my instincts. The removal is just solid. This is a terrible trash pack. I would have taken any of the 3 previous cards over any of these. Let's take the Worgen, I guess. Oh my god. Alright, I don't like Harpy. I'll hold out for better 6-drops. I should have considered the Geomancer, actually, because with Earth Shock, the Geomancer is good. But you click, and that's that. Alright, it's pretty easy pick so far. Got some beats by Drake here. Now, Crackle, I really hate this card. Passionately, but do I take the Geomancer over it, or maybe another Mac to trigger Mr. Tinkers? I'll take Crackle. I think it's the right play, I just personally really don't like it. Earthshock number 2, a Bloodlust. Let's try Bloodlust. That could be wrong. Oh, here it is. Broken ass, broken face is what we should call that thing. Okay, Micro Machine. Spectral Knight wins games. Earthshock number 2, or the Noyatron, which would be nice for Mr. Tinkers. But no, I'm going to take another Earthshock. I think it's just a really great card. I mean, sure, it's no Rockbiter, but it's very solid. Big Game Hunter's a fun card to have in the arena. Mr. Tinkers number 2, or a healer. Yeah, I'll take Mr. Tinkers number 2. I think I have enough mechs to justify it. Snap, Crackle, Pop is the only playable card. Hex, there it is, finally. I have a lot of 1s, but they're all spells, so Leper Gnome would be a legitimate pick to have a 1-drop to play. Loot Hoarder would give me some more card draw besides just the Novice Engineer, though. Do I have too many 2s? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 2s. Let's take the 1. Another Crackle. Okay, I'm not going to take a 3rd Crackle. We'll take the Stormwind Knight instead. Grim Patron is comedic. Sure, we'll take it. I don't think it's very good in the arena, but the other stuff was even worse. We'll take this to have another good 1-drop. And Antique Killbot over Rockbiter number 3, I think, because that can win games. Aha! Dune Maul Shaman. I don't know if that's actually a good card, but it is a very threatening one. So lots of Overload here. Unfortunately, I didn't get the thing that unlocks your Overload crystals. It's Lava Shock. It's a 2-mana, deal 2 damage. Unlock your Overload crystals, and it's really good, I think, because you can actually play it on the same turn as you play an Overload card, and it gets rid of the Overload that turn, so the next turn is free, which is awesome. But I didn't see him. Did see lots of Earth Shocks and Rock Biters and stuff, so I can't complain. Hearth Grinder, ha, that's a good name. Eating some Trader Joe's organic mini peanut butter crackers, if you're wondering. Opening hand is garbage. And, well, we got removal. And I can play back-to-back 3-drops. So I guess I got that going for me. One thing that scares me is if he has a Fiery War Axe, that kills both of my 3-drops and then I lose the game. Okay, let's see if this guy can actually live. Tasty mini peanut butter crackers. Well, I'm hoping that he holds my philosophy that if you have a Fiery War Axe, you should play it on turn 2 rather than armoring up. So, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give this one the old shot-a-roo. Now I'm gonna eat some raw cashew pieces, also from Trader Joe's. Alright, he's got an Execute on my Raging Worgen, which is frustrating, of course, to lose the Raging Worgen, but it is also nice to see Execute get used on such a low priority target. A 3-drop and a bad one at that. That suggests to me he might have a removal problem. So I'll see how he handles my next 3-3. The answer is pretty well. So do I go for this thing or just play the much more safe Dragonkin Sorcerer? Next turn for 5 mana, what would I do? Play this in a removal card? Rockbiter? Yeah, I think I better do this. Raw cashew pieces. Oh, no fire elementals. So sad. Oh, that's even sadder. Jesus. So hopefully he'll use the Arcanite Reaper against my 2-3. So I can play this guy in peace. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on, you know. Ah, he doesn't do it. Well, bummer. Should I hex this Spiteful Smith? I hate to use my one removal card like that, but honestly, what else am I going to do? So let's Novice up. Hexy Lexi. Rockbiter to get rid of Mr. Chow. And I guess I'm doing okay this game. I'm going to have a little bit of a problem if he plays any more big cards. But I do have that Spectral Knight coming as well. And a little bit of card advantage. Already I have card advantage, and my hero ability gives me more.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's annoying. Earth Shock, I need you now. Not a chance. Alright, let's see what he's got planned for that egg. Hopefully nothing too crazy, or I can actually fall behind here. Although the Azure Drake is a very nice top deck from last turn, because that'll give me a decent sized body and a card. And Crackle will then deal a minimum of 4 damage. Crud. That kills my Spectral Knight. I still need Earthshock. Earthshock, where you at? Earthshock, I need you, babe. This thing will die to the Warlord. And has only a 50-50 chance of actually killing it in return. So I think I'd rather just play this. Ah, Rockbiter doesn't quite kill the Nerubian. But Crackle does. Got a 50-50 chance of killing the Warlord. Does Crackle. Or do I just want to play a Totem? No, I think I want to Crackle the Nerubian. Because now this hits for 4, so he has to use the Stalker to finish this off, unless he top decks removal. Then the Warlord kills my Drake, and then my Biter should be able to finish off the Warlord. So please be a bad top deck. Come on, suck. Alright, that's appropriately sucky. The Overload from Crackle sucks. I'd like to play all 3 of these cards, but I cannot. So we're definitely going to do this one. And of course I get the minimum amount. So if this had been a healing or spell damage totem, I might not have played the Leper Gnome because the Berserker could enrage against it and then mostly take down the Destroyer. But because I got the 1/1, I can finish off the Berserker after he enrages versus the Gnome. I really wish this were a Loot Hoarder, I gotta be honest. Actually, if it were a Loot Hoarder, I couldn't have played the Totem. So I don't know, it's hard to say. But I wouldn't mind getting an extra card here. What is he wondering about, I wonder? Can he protect this is the question.
I can take the hit.
He can protect himself, but not the Berserker. And it sucks that I only got minimum damage on this, because if it had been anything else, I could have actually killed this Shield Maiden. So why not play the Big Game Hunter? Well, I feel like I've already got board advantage. So I might as well hold this in reserve in case he whips out a Force Tank Max or something. But if I were behind, I would have definitely just played him for the body. So I'm in pretty good shape, because now he has to use the Shield Maiden to kill this. And my 4/6 gets to kill his 3/3. Oh, he does that. Interesting. I guess that is better for him. But it's also riskier. Because if I have removal, then that turns into a really bad situation for him. Yeah. Worst Crackle ever. Okay, please actually hit him this time. Thank you. So he can kill this thing because he has to, because that's 10 damage, but I still got this 4/1 ticking around. Okay, never mind. That'll be gone. He gets greedy here, gambling I don't have a silence, and it's gonna work because I don't. Damn. Ah, should I just play this for the body? No, because it's gonna die to the weapon, so there's no point in throwing it away. Might as well make him use the weapon against a totem. Well, I gotta hand it to him. I had a pretty big lead, but he's top decked his way out of it. Earthshock cannot target the Fairy Dragon. No point throwing this guy out just to have it die to the weapon. Earthshock came too late. Man, I didn't get any weapons either. It really is too bad. That was a pretty spectacular card because it killed my Drake. And now it can also kill my stuff. And he's officially ahead here. Jesus. Voltivist Ogre? No, another Earth Shock. Wow. Should I play this just to kill the Fairy Dragon with it? No, I better hold out. I mean, I know I've got good stuff here. Hopefully his top decks aren't that good. They are, in fact, that good. Jesus Christ. Fuck me sideways. Well, I need to get my Ogre really, really soon here, or else I'm going to be screwed. Oh, seriously? Jesus. So she gets to kill it with her Sludge Belcher. And has a 5/6. God damn it. How did I lose this game? And I get more crap top decked. Alright, well, we need to do this. And they're both 3/2s, but this one can be healed, but this one's untargetable. Should I play this thing just to have it die? And deal pitiable damage? No. I can't win on fatigue, his board's too strong. My Ogre took way too long to show up. My Earth Shocks took too long to show up. Yep! This is the bad luck that we all expected would happen after that crazy run with the Paladin. And he, of course, gets more gas off the top, while I get Mr. Tinkers. God, Jesus. Seriously. Healing is not what I needed. I gotta just play this thing. Should I Earth Shock to kill off Mr. Bitey? Sure. Because Mr. Bitey would have killed the big game hunter, and as it stands, the big game hunter can trade with something bigger. Fucking Boulder Fist Ogre, nowhere to be found, of course. While my opponent top decks creature after creature. Well, a 5/4 is pretty solid here. I'm going to fall behind and lose long before fatigue can kick in. I think there's still a chance, though. If I get a Boulder Fist Ogre, I might be able to catch up. It's going to be close, though. And it doesn't happen regardless. So a 5/4 is perfect at killing Sengens. Spell damage arrives too late. Maybe this deck just sucks. I don't know. But that game was embarrassing. I'm not sure if I did anything wrong. I just played my cards the most efficiently I could and lost to a really mediocre warrior deck. Damn. Of course he gets even more gas off the top. Alright, I think I'm done here. Fucking Boulder Fist Ogre. More like Boulder Fist nowhere to be found, am I right? Okay. Got a junky card in golden form. I really need to get to 5 wins so I can do that daily quest I've had for Shaman for like the last week. Come on! Give it to me, game. Give me one of those Thursday afternoon casuals. Honk Off John. Wow. That name tells a story. Grim Patron. There's a card I didn't get last time either. I'm not sure it would have been that good without charge. I never had an empty board to play it against. Okay, please play a 1 toughness creature. That is totally not what I needed. Oh, so it's gonna kill my bomber. And then next turn I have nothing except for Totem. He still has a coin. This is a very bad start. Wow. That's a little aggressive, I would say. He went down a card killing a creature that his zombie child could have killed for free. I guess he's trying to win aggro here. Well, I think I should be okay then. Because his Flame Imp kills my Worgen. And then I play the Stormwind Knight. That might be able to kill something. Or maybe even just the Shaman, honestly. Because that'll kill more of the stuff than my Knight can. At the moment, anyway.
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, jeez. Well, that is admittedly a tough continuation here. But on the flip side, I got something to kill with this Stormwind Knight of mine.
For the king. For honor.
So you can kill off Mr. You can kill off my knight with Mr. Chow. Then Grim Patron's bad, obviously, because this just kills it. Life tap I don't mind here because it's better than him applying even more pressure onto a board he's already winning. Oh, he's going straight for the face. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean almost certainly an error. Alright, if I play the Grim Patron, that's not good, because it'll die to the zombie. I could Earthshock the Voidwalker and kill it. Or I could Earthshock the Voidwalker and then Rockbiter and kill the Chow. Then, of course, the Voidwalker lives. You know what? Honestly, let's just keep it simple. Let's just kill the Voidwalker. Keep my stuff, and then my 5-4 beats his 3-4, so he's already used a Soulfire. If he doesn't have a Shadow Bolt or another Soulfire, that 5-4 is a serious problem for him. Does he find the Shadow Bolt? He actually does. Ugh. So I still can't play the Grim Patron. And I cannot Grim Patron and Earthshock to protect it. So I guess we'll just play the heal bot. And keep on whittling away at his health total, which is, you know, possibly a path to victory here. He is ahead on cards. He's got 7 to my 5. He hasn't really played any high quality minions, though. If he just drafted a pure aggro deck, I could get him. Does he have a Defender of Argus to plop down in the middle? No, he's got a Hungry Dragon. Alright, that's actually good. I got one of the worst possible things, but it's something. It's a damage on this Chow, which is really all I need. Now, I still can't play Grim Patron because the 5-6 will just kill it. Unfortunately, I cannot buff this thing's attack to kill it with Big Game Hunter. Do I just play this as a 3-3? I don't see how that makes too much sense. Let's Hex. Kill that. Kill that, finally. Make a totem. And if he has another crappy turn like the last one, I might be able to play the Grim Patron. Wouldn't mind seeing my Ogre or my broken-ass guy. Or my Spectral Knight, even. Ouch. So, she has a low attack power, which means that, I can't kill it with the Hunter. The Patron obviously dies as well. I think here's where I gotta take a little risk. I need to just silence off of the Wind Fury and hope my Taunt Totem stands. It's a dicey proposition, to say the least, but he's had some pretty weak turns, so I feel like I gotta go for it. Hellfire would be a Wrecking Ball powerhouse here, because it wouldn't kill the Harpy, but it would kill off all my stuff. I should have actually flipped the totem first, because if it had been spell damage, this would have taken 1 extra damage, which could have mattered. So he's got 5 cards to kill a 3-3 with. Does he have it? Oh, he has a Void Terror. That's beautiful! So he really overcommits on this Void Terror, and Big Game Hunter finally scores me a point. A 4-4 is actually hilariously good against my board, unfortunately. So, let's shoot that to death. Lava Burst is admittedly a very nice top deck. Well, that was dicier than I would have really liked. But now, unless he plays a Hellfire right here, he's almost certainly going to lose this game. Or a Twisting Nether, I suppose. Well, epic for epic. I use an epic to kill his Void Terror. He uses an epic to reset the board. Good thing I didn't play Mr. Tinkers last time. Stealth wouldn't be the worst thing, and yeah, I'm going to do it. Let's protect this bot here, give it a chance to grow. And I'm going to hit him for 7, unless he can find some more mass removal. That's pretty insignificant. That is not insignificant. Interesting that he chose to kill the Loot Hoarder. I would have actually played this and then the Loot Hoarder after that, because I think that board presence is more significant than drawing an extra card. But that's just me. We get Mr. Tinkers number 2. How about some emergency coolant this time? No, alas. I could swap that, which would make no sense. Yeah, there's really no point. There's really no point use it. Alright, so, Taunt Totem here, doing a really nice job for me. Threatening lethal. Best he had last turn was Loot Hoarder into Dread Infernal, so unless he top decks some really great stuff off that Loot Hoarder, he's going to be in trouble. Sen'jin does delay me, but the reversing switch lets me use my Technician to kill it. And the Boombot just straight up kills it, so don't mind that play too much. Ah, I see. Well, this turned out to be a pretty good spare part after all. Let's just keep the pressure coming. We're threatening lethal with 2 different creatures. He's got to have removal for both. Well, he's got to have 1 removal, basically, because the Dread Infernal can kill this. If he has removal for this, then I get him down to 1 health. Sense Demons. Total crapshoot what he might get from this. That's a very good card, one of the strongest cards in Blackrock Mountain. But here it doesn't really do anything for him. Unless this is a Soulfire, he loses. And he loses. But chonkers. Alright, well that was a pretty good ending to the video. We avoid the embarrassment of 0-2. We finish off the little daily quest. We have 4 more games to go for the big daily quest. And that's a wrap. Please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.